What's good? What's good? Welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. I'm your host, Smitty. Hey man, I'm back off a bye, man. Ooh, fully healthy. I ain't got nobody injured on my roster. Thank
Um,
God.
just don't lose that Browns game. That's all.
Hey, listen here, good brother. We'll talk about that later, goddamn. I'm not first on the goddamn pad. I ain't first today, goddamn it. What's good, big? How you feeling, bro?
Not much, man. I mean, and we got a quarterback change in the wingless, so I'm feeling kind of good right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of good.
Yeah, what it is, certified?
Ain't shit, man. I'm gonna enjoy this stress-free fucking weekend. Watch you niggas worry about losing games and shit tomorrow and Monday and all them other days. I'm off till next Sunday.
Man, I know you was a little bit worried on Thursday night though. That shit got kind of
I
cold.
ain't even gonna lie, dog. I feel like most of the time when the wheels fall off, it starts with a special teams mishap. So when we allowed, bruh, I don't know what the fuck 33 was doing. He shot that gap and just stood there and didn't even touch the motherfucker. And then 50 came in and hit him with a shoulder and didn't even knock him off his path. I'm like, so you niggas don't wrap up no more? But yeah, bro, after they kicked that returned that punt, and then they went on that 18 play dink and duck drive. I was like, bro, we don't score a touchdown, but we did. So yeah.
Pop, what's good, sis?
I'm good, chilling. Glad to be back with the people.
And you got a quarterback change too.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the timetable on Dirt?
It's potentially 3 games, so he'd probably be out until November. But
I thought it was just a hip pointer. What?
he had a really bad oblique injury,
Oh, okay.
and so they said potentially 3 weeks. But they'll keep monitoring it to see what's gonna happen.
When y'all bye week?
We don't have a bye until I believe week 12.
Oh,
I mean, you better be careful though. I mean, because if the boy played too good, he might lose his job. Just saying.
who y'all back up?
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler.
Well,
Hmm.
technically, our backup is Jake Hayner, but Spencer Rattler got elevated above him. Because Spencer Rattler was quarterback 3, emergency quarterback. So he was inactive he's been inactive for all of our games. And what was it? Wednesday, the news came out that Rattler was the starting quarterback moving forward. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
Spencer might come in there and spark that offense, man, and go crazy, man.
And you heard what he said, though. I mean, he said he gonna get the ball to Chris Olave. That's what he said. I mean,
as you should.
And I mean, personally, I mean, if you were better, man, you might want to bet on Chris Olave this weekend. I'm just saying.
I think it's gonna be a resurgence of that offense, though. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's something you might need. Somebody with some fresh eyes on the field. I don't know. You get an opportunity to see a young guy.
I'm cautiously optimistic. Just because it's like I'm happy. One, I wasn't expecting Rattler to start this soon. 2, I'm happy I do get to see him. But my third thing is my offensive line is severely injured. I'm possibly going into this game with my 8 offensive line rotation. The only 2 pieces that have been there are my left and right tackle. My interior of the offensive line, there's been a lot of reshuffling, a lot of injuries, a lot of players that have been put on IR, a lot of players that we've had to pick up that have also gotten injured. So it's a lot of reshuffling going on in my interior. So I'm really concerned, especially going against that Bucks D line.
Yeah, so let's get into this college slate, man. First game of the day. We got South Carolina versus number 7 Alabama. 21.5 is the point spread. Over under is 50.5. Alabama coming off of a pretty upsetting loss. You know what I mean? I know that can't sit well in their stomach right now to go out there and lose that game to a team like Vanderbilt, especially.
Man, it sits, personally as a Georgia fan, it sits just fine with me, bro. I'm perfectly cool with
it. We know you okay with it. Nah, but I think Alabama coming out with a vengeance today, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I can take that 21.5, but I'm tempted. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tempted. I'll take give me about 17.5. 17.5. I'll take 17.5. Alabama minus 17.5. Give me Jalen Miro for an anytime touchdown. Give me Ryan Williams receiving yards and an anytime touchdown. What's the running back? I just bet on them too. Jam.
Yeah, I think they got 2 running backs though. Matter of fact,
give me probably... Jam for you know how they get rushing and or receiving.
Yeah.
One over a half. Give me him for over a half. He have a receiving or rushing in every game. That's that. South Carolina, you can give me that. Raheem, I think his rushing yards kind of low today too.
Yeah, I mean when I all jokes and trolling.
Yeah, they got him for 45.5. I'll take Raheem Sanders for over 45.5.
Yeah, so I mean, all joking and trolling aside, that I'm glad that Bama lost. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad, but all joking aside, man, I might give South Carolina more of a chance if the game was in South Carolina, but this game's in Tuscaloosa, man. Jalen Miro didn't have a great game. I mean, he had a couple plays here and there where splash plays, but he could play a lot better. I mean, the defense could have played a lot better. I definitely got them winning 21.5. I mean, South Carolina does have that front four that I've been talking about for weeks that I do like, but I don't think that's going to be enough to beat Bama. I just don't think they got the firepower on offense. I mean, I just don't see it. So I mean, give me Bama. I don't know about the 21.5. There's not just on this game, but there's a lot of games this week where to me the spreads are not going to get covered. They're just kind of high, and I just don't like them. I mean, I'd probably take Bama minus 13.5, maybe minus 12.5, somewhere in that range. But no, I'm not gonna go 21.5. I do like the over though, because the way Bama can score, I think the over can definitely hit. So,
Pop.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That I think this is a bounce back game for Bama. I think they're going to come into this game focused. I think we're going to see a better offensive showing from the Alabama offense. I also think that the defense will play a bit better. I do think in that Vanderbilt game, they possibly overlooked that team. And when they finally made the adjustments, it was too late. And so I think that's why Bama is going to handedly win this game. I do agree that it will go over just because Bama can probably score 50 on their own, but adding South Carolina's points, I think the over will hit. And I like Bama to take this game.
Oh yeah, we skipped. I forgot certified don't go. Never mind. Next game we got on the slate is number 1 Texas minus 17 versus number 18 Oklahoma, over under 49.5. This me and Mick was talking about it. Man, this is a big rivalry. These boys go at it. I don't know about that 17 again. I told you I would take Alabama 16.5 spread. I'll take this one probably about 10, man. I think 10 is a 9.5, 10, somewhere in there. This is a better one, but I don't know. Oklahoma has kind of opened the dam a couple times this year. Kind of why they're 18. I think they got a 1 loss, 2 loss, 1 loss.
Well, I think South Carolina has one. I thought they might have two though. Gotta check.
I'm looking at the wrong phone. I could have been checked, man. Jesus. I do like Texas though. I do like
South
Texas.
Carolina got 2 losses.
Okay. What Oklahoma got? One?
One, yeah. Yeah, so what? South Carolina lost to LSU and Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, because they kind of disappointed me last week because I thought they keep it close to Ole Miss and they just couldn't score against Ole Miss. Yeah.
Like that Tennessee game, that's what I'm talking about. The Tennessee game versus Oklahoma, they let the flood. They kind of got flooded. I think it was Texas.
It was the quarterback. The turnovers that Oklahoma quarterback had in that game, it gave Tennessee a lot of possessions in the red zone, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, like Oklahoma for the most part, the defenses have been good for the most part. It's just in a couple of games, like Pop was saying, like that Tennessee game they gave up 25.
I don't trust Jackson Arnold, man. Dude,
no, I don't either. I mean, the quarterback. See, I would trust OU more if not the fact that they top 4 wide receiving targets are out. They're not going to be playing. So I think that's like a big issue for a lot of people.
Yeah, this game tough for me, man. But I'll take Texas. Give me Texas minus 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I've been looking at this game all week, man. I didn't see the spread. The spread was at 13.5, and it's been going up and up and up. I do think Texas is going to win the game, but I'm kind of seesawing on the spread business because it's been, like I said, it's been going up all week. And like I think last night it was 15.5. It's already gone up 1.5. Would let me know that like a lot of people must be putting money on Texas for for them to raise that spread up like that. I'm kind of wishy-washy on this. Like for me, I don't think I can take the minus 17 because I think the last 3 years, I think OU's won this game 2 out the last 3 years. It's a neutral site game, so it's like no one got the home field advantage. I mean, it's in Texas, it's in Dallas at the Cotton Bowl, cool. But I mean, Oklahoma is the
right there.
It's not that far. I probably place 2 bets on this game. I probably just do money line, even though Texas money line, the value ain't there. I mean, if you want a surefire bet, I guess that's the Texas money line. I guess. I don't want to take Oklahoma plus the 17 because I think Texas might open it up in the second half, and like it might blow your bet. So what I might do is I might take Oklahoma. I think the first half line is plus 10. I think it's either 9.5 or 10. I'll probably take OU. I mean, like with the spread in the first half. I think. The defense is good enough to keep the game close in the first half, and then I think Texas kind of opens it up in the third and fourth quarter. Oh, and I'd probably go over too, because I mean, like OU got a good defense, but I still think Texas is so talented that they're going to be able to score. And then like Texas's secondary, I'm not sold on, so I think OU will be able to score some kind of points in that game.
Hey, minus 17 ain't even plus money for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's. I mean,
you get down to like I said they won't even let me take the line to 10.5. They won't even let me go to 9.5, bro. The lowest I can take the line is 11, and that's minus 195.
Yeah, I think you got to do it on. If you do it on FanDuel, like FanDuel has a pretty generous spread, like best where I mean, like you can kind of drop it pretty low, but like. I mean, like the odds ain't really going to be worth it though. Like I could look it up.
Yeah, I don't see the odds being like if minus 11 is 190, minus 195, shit. Minus 9.5 is probably shit minus 250.
Yeah. Like on FanDuel, if you do minus 9.5, it's minus 265.
See what I'm saying? I know the lines a little bit. I knew that was gonna be disgusting. I don't want that.
Which I mean, like you never want to do a single bet with them kind of odds. I mean, like you could throw that into a parlay though. If you throw it into a parlay, it might be, like it might be all right.
You can stack it. You can stack it with something.
But like trying to bet on a single bet at anything over minus 250 to me is just like even if you win the bet, you're not.
The only way to make it plus money for you if you taking Texas with the minus.
What minus 17?
Yeah, it look like minus 17 and a plus minus 17 and a half is the only way to get plus money.
I mean, it's very possible that Texas can win by 21 points. It's a very possible thing. I'm just not willing to bet on it. That's all.
I wonder how many people took the line up to minus 23 to get the max amount of plus money.
Well, I was about to say on FanDuel, you could take it up to minus 40.5 if you want, if you feeling frisky, because minus 40.5 is plus 1060.
Yeah,
you better have some inside information that this thing ought to be a blowout though.
You'll have to be the luckiest man in history to go up that high.
Yeah.
All right, so Pop went already?
No,
yeah,
I think so.
I think it's on Pop. Yeah.
Nah, I'll let y'all talk the money. Yeah. Listen, I like Texas straight up. My issue with Oklahoma, it has been the offensive side of the ball, specifically the quarterback position. And I just think that the Texas team as a whole is better. I think they will win this game outright. I do think Oklahoma will potentially score in this game. I just don't know how competitive it will be. And I like Texas to handily win.
Okay.
I can respect that.
I'm with it. I gotta put it in I put it in my college parlay I gotta do my game parlay here soon, man. I don't know what I want to take though. All right, so we got number 4 Penn State minus 3.5 versus USC. Over under is 51.5. Hey man, you said it earlier, man. You said it best, man. If USC don't win today, season over. Try to get bowl eligible. That's all you could do at that time. Yeah,
man. Like they took some tough losses, man. They lost to Minnesota and Michigan, man. Real tough losses, man. That's all I can say.
Hey, this man Jude is a gremlin. Bro, that man come out of nowhere, left field, nowhere for sure.
I mean, that's why that man looked like a refrigerator, man.
Oh man, he pull up out of nowhere. Yeah, USC got
a 90s Maytag refrigerator, man.
With the old ice box.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, the nigga old too, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, bro. Look, USC lose today, man. It's try to get bowl eligible at that point. Just try to get as many games under your belt at that point as you can, because college football playoff will not be giving you a call. They won't.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, it's just a hard game to call, man.
Minus 3.5 is I thought Penn State would have been favored by more, to be honest. But I guess because it's in USC, they got to go to the West Coast. I still think Penn State is gonna make this game close. If USC somehow figures out a way to pull it out, I just don't see how they can at this point. Like watching a team, it just don't seem like they got enough on the roster. Penn State coming in here firing on all cylinders, and we kind of talked about it earlier, in our preseason type thing. Like if Penn State could get consistent play out of the quarterback and it work as a unit, they could pretty much have a good good season. So Penn State for me I think they win. I don't know about the 3.5 though. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be more like 3. Give me Penn State money line.
Yeah, I mean I had to look at the Penn State schedule, man. They only really played Illinois, who rank in the top 20. Everything else is a bunch of nobodies. Like they beat West Virginia, they beat Bowling Green, they beat Kent State, and they beat UCLA. Like them 4 out of them 5 wins, them wins don't carry no weight to me. I'm sorry, it just don't. And I think I was watching
UCLA. UCLA some buns too.
Yeah. They I mean, like them 4 wins against buns. I was watching College Game Day before we came on here, and they had a stat for the Big 12. The stat for the Big 12 is like whenever they cross over 2 time zones, they don't win very many games. That is the the exact stat. Like I forgot what the exact record was, but the record wasn't good. And so Penn State got to go all the way to LA, and Penn State's obviously on the East Coast, East Standard Time, and they got to go to the West Coast. For me, it's a hard game to call, though. I mean, like Drew Lohr has been playing good, but like I said, the competition, I don't know how good he really is because they ain't really played nobody. I mean, this is their first test of the season. But also I can say for USC, this is a test too, because I mean they did go against Michigan, but I feel like Penn State's a better team. And I feel like their defense is better because like Penn State has better linebacker play. Like the linebacker play at Michigan has been quite bad this year. And so I just think USC is they're not just gonna when you play teams like Penn State, like you got to be able to run and pass the ball. Like you can't let them turn you into a one-dimensional offense. And I mean, I'm not saying that's gonna happen to USC. I mean, USC has running backs and wide receivers. I look at them to get the ball to Branch. Probably a lot more than they did last week in their game last week. I would probably take. This is hard, man. I guess I'll take Penn. I said all that to say I'll probably take Penn State on the money line. I think it's going to be a very close game. USC's motivated because, like, if they lose this game, I mean, they're not making it to the playoff. Like, this is a must-win game for them. Penn State could lose the game because they haven't lost yet, and I think the only other team on the schedule that really concerns me is the Ohio State game. But they have the Ohio State game at home, so which is a big advantage for them. But that's the only ranked team left on their schedule. So I mean, Penn State could afford to lose this game. I don't think USC can, but I'm gonna still roll with Penn State on the money line. The over/under, I'm not sure, man. Penn State got a good defense. USC can give up points, but if someone put a gun in my head, asked me what I would bet on, I'd probably say under. Probably what I would go, but it's kind of. I feel this game could either go over or under. It's very possible for both outcomes to happen.
I like USC in this game, and it's because I feel like they're gonna come out firing all cylinders. I feel like they're gonna check back from the loss that they had, and they're gonna play a better brand of football than they have been. Especially with them being at home. I like that advantage. I like the home field advantage for USC in this game, and I just think that they're gonna pull off this upset win.
All right. Number 2, Ohio State, favored by 3 versus Oregon. Over under is 54.5. This is gonna be a showdown. This is gonna be a showdown, man. This is gonna be a good one. I think this one gonna be really close. I kind of like where it's going though. I mean, what y'all think about this? Pop, what you think? Who you like?
For me, it's hard to call because I think these are two teams who are who've been playing pretty well. To me, this matchup is a preview to the Big Ten matchup. Like these are the two teams I have in the Big Ten championship game, and I think this is going to be a really good game. My issue with Oregon though is their running game. It hasn't been as good as I thought it can be. And they finally got it going against Washington. I believe that's who they played last week. But that's Washington. So I'll need to see how that team performs against this Ohio State defense, specifically the run game, because I think Dylan Gabriel has been playing pretty well. Hasn't had too many turnovers. Has been protecting the ball pretty well. The wide receiver play has been really good for Oregon as well. So I expect it to be a really good game. But I think this game for me will tell me how good this Oregon defense really is. Because that Ohio State offense is potent. And if they can't get any stops, it's going to be a long day for them.
Mick?
Yeah, man, it's a huge game, man. This is, I mean, like a lot of people got the Texas OU as the game of the day, but to me, or I mean, even like the USC Penn State game of the day, but to me, this is the game of the day. I mean, this has a possibility. I mean, like I do know the Georgia Bama game was considerably might be game of the year, but this game could be just as good as that game. It has the capability because you got not Penn State. I mean, but you got Ohio State going up to Oregon, which is a really hard place to play. and it's I mean, it's a night game, and I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. And I mean, like, get your popcorn ready, man, because I think this game is about to be really exciting. So obviously, I'm gonna definitely take the over. Like if I'm saying that, then you already know I'm taking the over. There's like star power on like both sides. And you got Tez, his name Tez, I think his name's Ted Johnson on the Oregon side as a wide receiver. He's shading towards being a very good prospect. And then I mean Ohio State is currently considered as wide receiver U right now. I mean, like, they got Amika, and they got two other guys that are really good. I mean, there's playmakers at every position on that old Ohio State offense. I mean, running backs, they got two really good running backs. I mean, the quarterback kind of shitty though, but I mean, but besides the quarterback, I mean, the offense is pretty good. I'm gonna take a shocker, man. I'm gonna take Oregon money line because I think Oregon's a tough place to play. It's very possible that Ohio State can win and cover. But I'm gonna go with a more riskier bet. Like I'm gonna go the Ducks for Ducks for the win.
Tough game here, man. Tough game. Ohio State, Oregon. Very close in comparison as a team. I low key. Hey, did I not put Oregon ranked down? I know they ranked, right?
They are the number 3 team in the country.
Yeah.
That's they're 3.
That's on me. I didn't put it up there. I kind of feel like Oregon can pull this off, like in a low key fashion. But I feel like it's like a lot on the line for Ohio State, kind of like to prove like the separation between y'all coming from the Pac-12 to my division. Y'all won't take over type deal, right? And I believe Ohio State been playing good football, but Oregon also been playing. They always play like electric football. They always over the place. This is a close one, man. All right, the spread is 3. I'll put it back up. My bad. The spread is 3. It's in Oregon. Night game in Oregon. Give me State money line, man. Give me State money line. I think State pulled it out. They got a rep for the Big Ten, man. They got a rep for the Big Ten, man. They gotta let Oregon know they belong in the Pac-12, man. They gotta let them know, man. Hey, how y'all feel about them rebuilding the Pac-12? Y'all see the teams they so-called added so far?
Yeah, I like it. Because I personally understood why a lot of the schools left, but I like the fact that Pac-12 is rebuilding, and I like the teams that they're bringing into the conference because I think it gives these teams more exposure. You could say the Pac-12 was the weakest of the Power 5, but it still gave you exposure on a national scale that I think a lot of these teams don't necessarily have unless they get one of these Power 4 matchups. So I like it, and I like the teams that are going. Specifically, I believe Boise State is entering into the Pac-12, and I like that for them.
Yeah, Boise, Fresno, Colorado State, Utah State, San Diego State, Memphis, USF, UTSA, Tulane so far.
But to me,
UNLV and Air Force.
I appreciate that they're trying to preserve the Pac-12, but the problem is they're not going to make that part of the Power 4 back to a Power 5. Like they're still going to be outside the Power 4.
They got to build a power type name.
Yeah, I appreciate for the history. Like, I'm not a Pac-12 guy, but for the history, like the Pac-12 got a lot of history, so I'm glad that they're preserving it for the history fact. But I mean, they're still going to be every year when you're talking about playoff discussions. Like they're going to be on the outside looking in. Like they'll be one of those last teams, like how people look at James Madison or Liberty or like Boise State this year. Like they're going to be vying for that last spot.
Yeah, they're going to be like part of the group of 5 essentially.
Yeah, so it's like I feel for them. But I'm glad that the Pac-12 is just not going to die.
I mean, the teams they bringing don't. I mean, it don't pop off the page at all. Like, but I think it is to put that Pac-12 like y'all said, put that Pac-12 symbol back out there, and let them stand out. I think it's gonna be good. They trying to get a good array of people, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough schools for them to be like, yeah, we put y'all back in the power schools. You're gonna have to make a couple runs before you get considered a power conference again.
To me, the best schools you named are Boise State and Tulane. Because those are two schools I've been paying attention to for the last few years, and I think those, like, to me, those are the premier programs that are in the conference that they're trying to build.
And I agree.
No argument here. USF might be borderline here and there a good team. They fight. They don't really stand off the page, though. All right, so Pop, you on the board, man. Number 9, Ole Miss, favored by 3.5 versus 13 LSU. Over under 62.5. God damn.
Yeah. We lost Harold Perkins for the year, so I think that's potentially a big loss. But I like our running back, Durden. He's been popping off the page, and I like the juice that he brings to the offense. Ole Miss, they have the offense that they have. It can get out of hand quickly if you're not able to stop the quarterback or the running back that they have. I think this is going to be a close game. I do like the over because I think both teams can score points. And both defenses aren't necessarily that good. They're good, but not that good. I like it. I hope LSU can pull this game out because this will go well. We have Ole Miss, then we have Vanderbilt, then we have Bama coming up. We got to win. We got to win a few of these games. It's a tough stretch that's coming up.
Damn.
And if we want to make a run for the playoffs, this is a game we can't drop. We have to win this. And for that, I like LSU to win. But hey, we'll see.
Man, that is a murderer's row right there. That's crazy.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mitt.
Man, it's a night game, bro. Like, I can tell you with the best of them, trying to go on the Baton Rouge and win that night is different, bro. Like, I mean, it's just different. I mean, Ole Miss found a way to bounce back after that Kentucky game. I mean, they bounced back 27-3 from South Carolina. But now you got a real test, man. Now you got to go on to Baton Rouge at night. It's a 7:30 kickoff game. It's a night game. Man, tonight, like I'm gonna have to have two screens on. I'm gonna have to have this game on and I'm gonna have to have the Ohio State game on at the same time. I like LSU in this game. Like, I'm gonna go LSU money line. Like, it seems like I'm going with a lot of dogs today, man. I'm trying to take a more riskier, decision this week. Because like a lot of the favorites have been going down. Like, let's just be honest. Like, a lot of the teams that people pick every week ain't been winning. And I think that, LSU has, the defense, this is not a game for defense, to be honest. This is a game with over. I'm taking the over definitely. I think the over going to hit. This is an offensive game. But also I think like Ole Miss is not quite the same on the road versus when they play at home. And I just think that they're going to have enough offense and enough defense to be able to come and beat Ole Miss at the end. So give me LSU money line and give me the over for the game.
Yeah, you said it best, man. I ain't gonna even be long. Night game in Louisiana. It's gonna be hectic down on that thing, man. Give me LSU money line. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be one of the ones. And I did take that running back. I didn't even know who he was. I was just looking at some running backs to take today, and I did take Durham for 44.5. This morning, I was like, dang, I heard that name. I had to go look, Pop. I did take it for 44.5. I liked that pickup. Hey man, if you're gonna stay up late, you know what I mean, you want to watch football until the crack of dawn. We got one last game for you. It's 18 Kansas State favored by 3.5 versus Colorado over under 55.5. I'm taking the over, and I'm taking Colorado. I think Kansas State is a decent team, but I don't think they're gonna stick in it today, man. I think I like Colorado to win this one. Give me Colorado money line. Give me the over. Give me Shador passing yards. Give me Travis Hunter anytime touchdown. And give me what's his name? Junior. Give me Horn Junior receiving yards.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, in most games, I always set the Colorado over. It's kind of, I mean, Kansas State can score points, but Kansas State typically has a pretty good defense for the most part. But I'm still going the over, man. Like, I mean, like, I think Kansas State will be able to score. I think Colorado will be able to score. I can admit, with the best of them, I underestimated Colorado. I didn't think Colorado was going to get to 5-6 wins. Like, I thought their max ceiling was 6. And like sometimes we was going over the Big 12. Like I said, the first 5 to 6 games, that if Colorado had any hopes of being bowl eligible, they had to win three or four of their first 6 or 5 or 6, and that's they're coming to this game 4-1, so they're almost there. And if they win this game,
I hit. Hey, if they win, I hit. Hey.
Yeah. So if
I took them for that 4.5, man.
4.5. Yeah, I mean I mean you had insight. So and secondly, if they win this game, they're gonna be ranked. And for a lot of Colorado haters out there, there's gonna be bad times for y'all, because I mean, like, there's a lot of Colorado haters out there. And if they win, they might have a chance to win the Big 12. Like, let's just be honest, the Big 12 is not as strong as we thought it was. I mean, like, UCF is not as good. Kansas has been I mean, puppy poo. So the conference is pretty open for Colorado if they win this game to kind of step in. And I mean, Utah just lost to Arizona State last night. So I mean, that was my pick, was Utah. And I mean, Utah looking real shaky right now. Like, they're looking real shaky in the sun right now. So I mean, Colorado got opportunity, but I'm gonna rock with Colorado money line here. Everything is telling me to take Kansas State, but like I said, man, I've been picking dogs today, and I'm gonna continue to pick dogs. So yeah, and prop wise, yeah, I mean, you should take Shador's passing yards. Pretty much almost all the props you should probably take for Colorado, like, Shador, yards. You should take Horns yards. The boy that played two-way, his Travis, take it for yards, and I'm anytime touchdown as well. And that's how I would bet the game.
I agree. Colorado won 2 of the games I thought they needed to be able to compete for the conference. And the conference is not as good as I thought it was going to be. And Colorado has proven me wrong. And I can admit that. And so I like them in this game. I think specifically offensively, they've been playing pretty well. I think they figured out the running back situation over there. The defense has played a little better, but you can still score on them. But yeah, I'll take Colorado. I like them in this game, and also take the over, because I think both teams will be able to score.
All right, so Thursday night football. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I want to say one other thing. Like, there's another game that we're not really going to speak on, but it's the Boise Hawaii game to come on an hour after Colorado. The running back from Boise.
An hour after?
Yeah.
Bro. Listen, I'm gonna fight for my life to watch the Colorado game. Boy, an hour after that.
You ain't about to fight for your life. What you really about to fight for is on Sunday morning. We gotta get up at 9 a.m. to watch that football game.
Listen. I ain't gonna lie, man. No matter what time I go to sleep, 6 o'clock, I'm up, bro.
Yeah, and I'm only up at like 8. So I mean, I'm gonna be up anyways. But man, like, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a long Saturday and Sunday, man. But yeah, like I said,
but Ashon Gentry with Boise State, bro, what he is doing is phenomenal.
Yeah, so I mean, like if you're up watching the Colorado game, you might want to get a second screen and just. I ain't saying you got to watch when Boise on defense, but try to watch when Boise on offense because the boy is ridiculous. So.
All right. So Thursday night football recap: 49ers 36, Seahawks 24. Even though it says it's a 12-point, that game was close. That game was, and then they pulled away like the last few. But certified, you there?
Yeah, man.
Okay, you wanna recap what how you felt about the game? What happened? How they go down, man? What's going on?
Them niggas is ass and we beat them.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, nah, you're not wrong about that though.
I ain't say he was wrong or right. I just said Jesus Christ.
All right. So, both teams are a little banged up, but Seattle's offense got a lot of kinks in it, man. I think their coaches from Washington University. I mean that offensive coordinator. They throw down field a lot, and they don't really have the personnel for that. You know, and ultimately, the type of offense that they should be running is the offense that they went down and drove that 18 play drive. Um, in the fourth quarter, they dinked and dunked their way like 93 yards or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, the offense, the defense, a little beat up. Um, I mean, they're not a good team, man. You know what I'm saying? They got some pieces on offense. They got DK, JSN. I'm still waiting to see this superstar that everybody's been raving about. And Lockett, I mean, he's lost a few steps. Their running backs can't stay healthy. Their offensive line is some trash. Um, I mean, they're not a good team. You know, I mean, if you look at the record, you'll probably say that they're competitive, but a lot of that shit was, being late. Like with us, we fucked around and tired our defense out because we played prevent the whole 18 play drive. They are throwing the ball a lot late in games because they're down. Um, but um, Yeah, I shout out to my squad for staying composed and not letting the wheels fall off like they did the previous 2 weeks. But I mean that's about it, man. I didn't see anything that I didn't expect to see
Okay, game went according to plan.
for the most part. Yeah,
What y'all think about that? Now I know y'all watched the game, so what y'all think about that?
I mean, for me, the game went how I thought it was going to go. I thought the 49ers would get out to a big lead by halftime, which they did. I thought Geno was going to turn over the ball, which he did. And I knew Seattle was going to make a comeback at some point, which they did. But honestly, what saved them was Jordan Mason going out because Jordan Mason had 65 yards in a quarter, maybe a quarter in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I think he ended the game with 73 or 75.
Yeah, I think he
like
carried the ball. He came back in the second half, carried the ball one time, and got over.
yeah, yeah. He carried it once.
Because I got to the nigga for 70. I was getting scared for a second. But I mean, game was how I expected it to go. I mean, if I'm the 49ers, like I get that they had, like players out in their secondary, which is probably the reason why, like, the Seahawks were passing like they were. I mean, the 49ers still got pieces missing due to injury, so on both sides of the ball. So you kind of got to hold back. It's still early in the season. But they got to win they had to have. So they got that win and they got to move on. I mean, I think they got the Chiefs next, which is definitely going to be a stiffer competition. But I mean, let's not get it effed up. Like Patrick Mahomes is turning over the ball too. So I mean, like he gonna give you opportunities next week as well. So
He always turn the ball over versus us, bro. We just don't capitalize. Oh yeah, go watch them Super Bowls. He had 2 picks and a fumble 2019. He had a pick and a fumble last year. Even when we played in Santa Clara, he had I don't know if it was 2 turnovers, but I know he had one. But hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, so I just he gonna give you opportunities to get the ball, so you got to take advantage of those. So I mean, I'm looking forward to that matchup next week.
For sure. Pop, how you felt about the game? I know, probably the same thing, but
Yeah, I had the 49ers being able to dominate on the offensive side of the ball, specifically in the run game, using Mason and getting Debo Samuel his touches in the backfield as well, because I don't think that Seahawks run defense has improved. I also thought that having the pieces that they had back on the offensive side of the ball for the 49ers, they'll be able to take advantage of some of the mismatches that they'll have on defense, which they did. I did kind of get worried that they were going to allow this game to slip away, but eventually the defense did make a stop, get a turnover, and that running back, whose name I don't have off the top of my head, that run he got basically sealed the game for him. And so the 49ers were able to pull it out in the end, and they needed that win, and they got that win.
Gorindo from Louisville.
Yeah, that run was crazy.
I mean, like dude actually reminds me of like a dude I used to have, Mostert. That's who it remind me of.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Luckily, Brundle, the motherfucker that I'm always complaining about. He actually, he was set the key block on that run, and he picked up a DT, and then he passed him off to Burford to his left, and then he went to the second level and put his helmet on a linebacker, and that pretty much sprung Gorindo. And I'm glad he slowed down though, because I wanted to take more time off the clock.
yeah, he said stop talking about him, certified.
Oh yeah, nah, that nigga's he's some cheeks, dog.
He said he showed up. You got to give him a break.
Yeah, do it more often, man. I don't know who playing worse, him or Trent right now, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I seen you selling Trent out on the timeline. I said, golly.
Hey man, you know I am, dog. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I be telling folks in my 49ers group chat, I got a Kittle jersey. I got a Trent Williams jersey. Those are the only two current players that I have jerseys for. And it's not a coincidence that those are the two players that I'm the hardest on. Pause. Because I know you freaky ass niggas. Um, but it's like I know what Trent Williams is. So when he's not playing like Trent Williams, I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? I know what George Kittle can do. That catch, the last two touchdowns that George Kittle had, I don't see a lot of tight ends that can do that. I don't know any tight ends that can do that touchdown he had versus Arizona.
I mean, maybe Kelsey could do that. I mean,
Kelsey don't do that, dog. He
I
does
said
not do
could.
that.
I said he could. I didn't say he does. He has I think he has the capability to do that.
He
And I
don't.
think
He doesn't have the athleticism to do that.
I mean, but I know Pitts does though. I mean, he does. I mean, now
I mean,
whether he
he
actually catch
can
the
if he
ball.
can run a route.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I'm talking about like the end of it. I mean, like
Yeah.
I mean, with the catching and like the toe
But
tap. His
but
problem is catching.
yeah. Now the toe tap, yeah. But I mean he had 2 steps and a drag, and I was like, all right, George, he's showing off. But thank you, I appreciate it. But listen, I know what George can do, so when he doesn't do it, I'm upset. I know
Yeah,
what Bosa can do, so when he doesn't do, the only motherfucker that you don't see me talking shit about is Fred Warner. Because I know this mother, I don't give a fuck. Rain, sleet, hell, fall. He gonna show the fuck up.
that's
Hurt,
true.
tired. You know what I'm saying? I it don't he Ray had another forced fumble. I mean, they recovered it, but you know, the Fred is the only motherfucker that I don't say anything about because he shows up every week. I talk shit about Purdy, you know.
I mean, Purdy didn't have a bad game. I think there's a couple throws he could have made, but I mean, his game was solid though.
Not solid enough for certified.
I mean,
Was solid
he
enough for
did
my
all right.
fantasy team, though.
He missed a few. It was like two. I remember one touchdown. I I don't know. The ball slipped out his hands, but that shit sailed on him. Buddy would have walked in, and it was like two first downs. One to Jennings, and I think another one to Gorindo, or maybe it was Mason. He overthrew one of the running backs. So I mean, but that's three. He's still, that window throw to Ayuk across the middle, dog. When he threw that shit between like three defenders, and Ayuk wasn't even on the screen. That's what I want to get back to.
All right. So first game on the slate for today. Jaguars versus Bears. Bears favored by 1, over under 44 and a half.
Yeah, I heard through the
Man,
grapevine. I was talking to Spo, and she said that the Bears secondary is decimated by injuries. That's what I was. She was in the space yesterday talking about it. Um, so based off that information, I still like the Bears defense though, man. Like their front seven can still get after it. Caleb Williams, I'm not sure how much the Jags are going to be able to get to Caleb. And I mean Swift is starting to turn around a little bit in Chicago. So I'm gonna take the Bears on the money line. I'll probably go under this game though, because I mean both teams' defenses are pretty good. Um, DJ Moore lit it up last week. I think this might be a Keenan Allen kind of game. So I'm looking at Keenan Allen for an anytime touchdown. Jaguars. Bigsby had a big game last week, but I expect ETN to bounce back. So I'm gonna take ETN for a anytime touchdown in this game as well.
Okay.
yeah, I feel like both of these teams are underperforming right now. So I'm not sure what to expect from either team. But I know that if Jacksonville wants to stay close enough to they don't want this division to get too far out of hand. So I feel like for them, they are in a window. They have to win this game. They have to tighten up. They have to, stop making the mistakes. Um, I need to see, just like Spoke said, Chicago secondary is a little dinged up. Trevor Lawrence need to have one of those games to quiet the critics. But as far as props, I'll definitely go with ETN. As long as his receiving yards isn't more than like 20, maybe 18. 20 might be a bit much. Somewhere between 20 18 and 23. I like that. Anytime touchdowns, probably Trevor's attempts, and I think Caleb might give one up, man. I don't know why I got Caleb anytime interception, but those three, I like those three, and the Jags to cover. Well, shit, they got Bears fade. Shit, I
Well,
take the
when you
money
say
line on Jags.
yeah, I say if you think the Jags is going to cover, then you might say they're going to win pretty much.
Yeah. I take that money line.
Money line. Pop.
Yeah, I agree with the consensus that the Jags have to start stacking up wins. The Bears performed pretty well, but that was against the Panthers, so
Oh my
there's only
God.
so much I could take from that game. But in the Jags, they played pretty competitively against the Colts. I did think that they were going to lose the game then, but they were able to pull it out. I like Brian Thomas Jr. in this game. I think he'll possibly have a game. Um, I'm gonna take the Jaguars. I think they're coming in focused. They're coming in locked in, and I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Mitt.
Oh yeah, I already said I'm going to take in the Bears money line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me Bears money line. I don't know. I haven't seen them play well enough to be confident yet in the Jags. I think they did look a little locked in last week though. They did look like they was prepared to play football last week. Over the weeks I've watched them play, I think the game is gonna be close. I don't I, I don't know. Like it seemed like the Bears starting to put it together and the Jags are figuring it out at the same time. So I think this could be one of the sleeper games of this week. Too bad I got to wake up at 9:30 to see it. Damn it.
I mean, but you said you was already gonna be up anyways, man. So
I know, but I would have like the game last week. I was excited to get up and watch, Minnesota and them boys play. I was like Minnesota and the Jets. I thought that was going to be a really good game. I don't know if this is going to be. I'm taking the under. I don't even think it's going to be 44.5.
And I can see that.
All right, so next game is J Mick, man. Texans favored by 6.5 versus the Patriots over under 37.5. New quarterback regime in the Patriots community coming out this Sunday, man. How you feeling, Mick?
Man, it's May season, man. I'm feeling good. It's May season. Thank God Jacoby on the goddamn bench. Thank God. And I got nothing against Jacoby, but man, he was playing like some ass the whole season. That's just it. It was what it was. So I mean, like the boy QB2 now. Kid's gonna have a rough stretch, man, because he's going against D'Amico. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, man. I mean, D'Amico's a great defensive coordinator. They're probably going to give us some looks similar to the Chicago game where, like, because the Patriots offensive line is having problems blocking up the blitz and blocking up stunts. So I mean, like, they're going to have issues with that. The other thing is I'd have more confidence, but Mondre is out for this week with a foot injury. So I mean, Antonio Gibson, who's been really good for us this year, I'm not saying he hasn't. He's going to be the RB1 in this game. And then the RB2 is going to be Harris, who we drafted a couple of years ago, who's on our practice squad, so we're calling him up. I would expect a lot of running in this game from the Patriots, but also what May gives you, as long as the offensive coordinator, Alex Van Pelt, decides to employ read option, I mean, Drake May does give you that ability to run that. And so that could kind of keep the defense kind of like off their, I mean, kind of on their heels a little bit, because it's like, as Drake has the arm talent, but he also has the wheels to run as well. So, I mean, it's kind of new for everybody. I mean, even the people that watch the team, like, we don't know what to expect because Drake May has never gone into a game being the starting quarterback. So this is something new for us. Both teams got a lot of injuries. I think Mixon's going to play, but the Texans got a lot of injuries in their secondary. The Patriots are going to be without Jabril Peppers. Like he's on the commissioner's list right now for the incident that he had early in the week that I'm not going to speak on. So I mean, you got that injury, and then we got a couple linebackers out. But I mean, Mayo did say this week that Christian Barmore is making progress. So the way Mayo's talking, like he actually might play this season. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to commit to that. But as far as the game goes, I think the Texans are going to win. I think it'll be closer than what people think. Like, so I'll take the Patriots plus the 8. Like, I'll raise it up to a plus 8 situation. I do think the over hits though. Like 37 is kind of low for this game, so I do think it's going to be more. I think it's going to be around a 40-point game, something like maybe something like 23, like 17 or something like that. Or I mean something in that range. Diggs is probably going to get covered by Christian Gonzalez. Everybody knows Christian Gonzalez is having a really good season, a follow to his rookie campaign. He's pretty much been, I don't want to say shutting down, but he's been containing teams' wide receiver ones. And so Diggs, he's probably going to be on Diggs. So I would look for Tank Dell to have a really good game. Because I think they're going to put John Jones on Tank. So, I mean, Tank should be able to get open. It's just whether they can convert that. I'm going to take Mixon for anytime touchdown because this is supposed to be Mixon's first game back. On the Patriots side, I'm going to take – I can't take the pass catches because I just don't know because I've never seen Drake May actually play a full game. So, I mean, give me Antonio Gibson getting into the end zone for the Patriots.
I think this is going to spark a little flame on the Patriots, though, man. I low-key think this one's going to be like an opportunity for the Patriots to maybe wake up and play some good football, man. I really do. Like, I really think Jacoby Brissett was kind of holding y'all back. He's too passive, bro. He's too scared to make a mistake. As a true what would you call a game manager, he just won't make the plays. It's been plays there to be made, and Jacoby just isn't the guy. And I think Drake May being a rookie, coming off the bench, first time starting, like you said, I think he's gonna make a lot of the riskier throws. He's gonna be willing to probably put it downfield a little bit more. Hopefully, your offensive coordinator gives him the opportunity to spread it out a little bit. but I still think the Texans are going to win. I think it's going to be close, though. I'll take Texas. Give me more like 3. Give me like Texas -3.
Yeah, I like the Texans in this game. Especially with Mixon coming back. I think that's a big boost to their running game. To me, Stephon Diggs, he hasn't really been what I thought he could be in the offense. So, and then I believe Collins is out also for the Texans. So Tank Dell, I think, will have a pretty good game as well. And I think that the defense that D'Amico is going to have is going to be enough to contain Drake May. I'm happy I get to finally see Drake May playing. So that's a plus for this game. I also agree that I think that having May as the starter as opposed to Brissett, I think that'll get more juice in the passing game for the Patriots. And so I think we'll see a better offensive showing, but I still think that the Texans are going to win this game just because I think they're the more talented team going into it.
Sir? Did he say he'd be back? Didn't he? Oh, there you go.
I got a lot of questions about this game, man. CJ, he's been playing okay, but he hasn't been playing from what I've saw. I haven't watched a complete game, but the few times that they have switched to that game, I think he's Tank has been in and out. They don't look the same, man, and this could be a trap game. I know Mayo is gonna have them boys ready and prepared. It's at home. They're gonna be loud. Um, 6.5. I think that's a lot. To be honest with you, the way that the Texans have been playing as of late. Now they should cover, but I don't know if they will. I'm not sure what props to take this game. And I don't like that 6.5 at all. I think that shit should be like 3.5, maybe 4.
He said 3.5. I like that. I might take the 3.5. All right. So the next game is Commanders versus Ravens. Ravens -7, over under 51.5. Ooh, this is gonna be the showdown, baby.
Man, I'm like this being the early game is crazy, man.
Yeah, but I heard they tried to flex it, and I think CBS was like, nah.
Yeah, CBS protecting. Yeah,
CBS like, no, we're not flexing this.
CBS is like, no. We finally got a good game. No, you won't. I think this is gonna be a good game, though, man. I think the Commanders are rolling, I guess. But it could get sticky. You know what I mean? Because what happens if obviously they talk about the record, of the teams that the Commanders played and beat so far is very underwhelming. But the Commanders could prove something today on both sides of the field today, man. You got an opportunity to make it what people to say, is really what it is, or you go in and you get a bad loss and, they hoping you bounce back from it and see how you the adversity treats you. But today, man, I'm all biased today, man. You know what I mean? I'm going with the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens. I hope the Ravens punch them in the face. They Jesus Christ. They told me they going to the Super Bowl at 4-1. So from now on, we're gonna see. I'm on Commander Watch. What they call it? Command Watch. I'm on Command Watch right now.
Going to the Super Bowl after 5 games is crazy.
I just want to say this, and I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the people listening. This is just my fucking opinion, man. Please don't get all fucking butthurt and sensitive and start bitching and whining and crying. Please, dog. It's just fucking football. Fucking relax, yo. I still got questions about the Commanders. Yes, I still have questions about the Commanders. I question uh e- everybody. It's always a team that starts out hot, but can you maintain it? I get it. And it's like I get it that the NFL, you only play who's on your schedule, but we can also talk about who's on your schedule. You know what I'm saying? I like Jaden Daniels. I didn't think that he was going to do this well. He's completely shut me up so far. Um, he's a lot faster than what I thought he was. He's a lot accurate on the run, a lot more accurate on the run than I thought he was as well. But that defense got some holes in it. Um, he's kind of carrying a team, and I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be able to do that. But I mean, fuck, it's possible. I mean, RG3 went to the playoffs his first year too. But Baltimore is Baltimore, man. You know what I'm saying? And you about to go see Derrick Henry. So I hope you brought your lunch pail with you, dog, because y'all gonna be there all day. And Lamar Jackson ain't no fucking slouch either. You know what I'm saying? I know Jaden is the new kid on the block, but I mean Lamar is him. You know, um, that they're gonna be prepared for that shit. They see a Jaden Daniels type quarterback every day in practice. The Ravens should win this game, man. I don't know about 7 because they haven't been looking that hot either. You know what I'm saying? They had two. Uh, they came out flat the first 2 games. Then they heated up the next 2 games. They looked okay last week, so I need to see where they are too. Um, Lamar and Jaden are going to hit their rushing yard props. Period. I'll probably say anytime touchdown for them. I'm not gonna do 1.5. It has to be point five or 1. And that's about it. Derrick Henry. I think Lamar get his attempts. I mean, Washington do got 2 big holes in the middle of that defensive line, man. This is a nice little chess match. And but 7 is a lot. I don't know about 7.
Um, what I would say about this game is it's got every makers to be the game of the week. There are a couple other good games too. I mean, like you got the Lions and the Cowboys. You got Jets, Bills. So I mean, like I mean, there's some games with some other drama, but this has the potential to be game of the week. If I'm the Ravens, man, I would run the ball a lot so that you don't like. It's kind of one of them games where Jaden is playing so good that you might want to limit his opportunities in the game, limit the amount of time he has the ball. But the Ravens want to run the ball anyway, so that's something that they're already going to want to do. With I mean, I mean, Derrick Henry and Lamar and Justice Hill. But that would be my game plan is try to run on that defense because let's just face it, the Commanders' defense ain't really that good. It's just not. I mean, like both secondaries for both teams aren't really that good. I mean, they both begin. I mean, lit up. So I mean, on the other side, if I'm the Commanders, like I'm trying to, I'm trying to put the ball in Jaden's hands and just kind of let him do what he's been doing. That would be me. Like I think the -7 is a bit much. I mean, the Ravens have shown that they can blow people out. But I also think like when you have a game where two teams play in the same state, per se, I mean it's pretty close in distance wise. The players got something to prove. I mean, the Commanders got something to prove. A lot of people don't think they for real. And if they beat the Ravens, they show a lot of people like, hey, like we are here. Like we're we're here and like I mean we're somewhat of a real team. But saying all to say, like I still think the Ravens are going to win the game. I probably like the Ravens more on like a money line or a -3. I mean, maybe like -2.5 line situation. With how both these offenses playing right now, and the secondaries are playing for both teams, like give me the over too. Oh, and I mean, anytime touchdown. This is where it's that Derrick Henry has scored a touchdown in every single game. So until like he on some CMC shit right now. So until I see fit, until he don't score a touchdown, I'm gonna take him for a anytime touchdown. Commander side, I'm gonna go with B Rob for a touchdown too.
Yeah, for me, this Commanders defense has been playing above their talent level. Um, Especially in their last four games. I think they've been playing pretty well. I also like JD5. Like he's I think quieted a lot of his doubters. But I think this game, if the Commanders do win this game, this will be a statement win to let the league know that they are here and they are for real. Um Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are going to be on the other side of that ball against that Commanders defense, and they gonna have to try to stop one of them. You're gonna have to try to stop one of them, and that's gonna be difficult because both of them are pretty dynamic in the run game. And the way Lamar Jackson has been in the past game, spreading the ball around, uplifting those wide receivers, those tight ends that they have over there with the Ravens, like he's been playing phenomenal football, and that's the type of play I think that the Commanders are going to be seeing, and they have to stop that. I do like the Ravens just because I think Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are the difference makers in this game, and I like the over because I think both offenses are going to score, and also like any rushing overs. I like that as well for this, but I am kind of leaning towards the Ravens, but I'm looking to see what the Commanders can do in this game.
All right. Next game on the ballot. Browns versus Eagles. Eagles favored by 9, 42.5. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna say I ain't picking no winner or loser. I'm gonna say this right here. This is gonna be it. If my team lose this game, I'm not turning this camera on. I might not turn the mic on. This would be the most embarrassing loss we've had in the last 3 years if we lose this game. And I do believe we should win this game fully healthy. And that's just that. I'm gonna let y'all speak on it. Listen, they better not lose this damn game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If
Man,
the
if you lose
Eagles
this game, you're
lose
about to
this
be hell.
game, it's a lot more problems with the Eagles team than I thought because this Browns team is in complete disarray, specifically
It
on the
is.
offensive side of the ball. It is so dysfunctional. Um, they're still rolling with Watson. I don't know if that's the right answer. I think Jameis Winston will be the better quarterback just because I don't know what's going on with Watson, but he has not been playing well. He hasn't been playing well for a while. And I think the Browns fan base is finally fed up with him as well. Yeah, I expect, especially getting Smitty and AJ Brown back, I expect the Eagles offense to do what they do. Um, I think the defense before y'all went on the bye has been playing pretty well. That Bucks defense though did shut down. You were pretty injured in that Bucks game, so that didn't help your defense getting tired by consistently being on the field. I don't think they're going to have the issue with this game. And I think they'll be able to create stops, create turnovers to give the Eagles offense more possessions, more opportunities to score points. Um, and I do like the Eagles. I like Saquon. Any Saquon prop bets, I like that. I like Smitty over yards. I like the Eagles. I'm not gonna take the line. I don't like it. I will probably take the over just because I think the Eagles themselves can possibly hit that.
I took the initial line. I took the when it opened at 3.5. I took the line.
Yeah, -9. That's a little iffy for me. I'll
Yeah.
probably stay away from that, but I'll potentially take the over um, on total points because I think the Eagles themselves can get potentially 30 in. Whatever the Browns get can add to that to push that over. But yeah, I like the Eagles.
I Go ahead, man.
No, I was about to say, man, if the Eagles don't win this game by 10 or more points, man, I don't even care. If y'all end up winning this game by 3 points, I still think something wrong with y'all. The Browns have been ass. 1-4. The only team they done beat is the Jaguars, who are also 1-4. So if y'all don't blow doors on this game, if you win this game by less than 4 points, there's something internally wrong. And coming off a bye, and you getting AJ and Smitty back, y'all should be cooked. The way the Browns defense is playing.
We're not just getting AJ and Smitty. Yeah, we getting Lane Johnson, AJ, Smitty, Sidney. We getting everybody that's been hurt from training camp on. Cooper DeJean first start. Like, we should be sparking on all cylinders everywhere. That's why I said I'm not speaking on the game. It's too many people that we claim to be factors coming back to this team to make a difference. If they're not gonna make a difference now, then it ain't gonna make a difference at all. So that's kind of where I'm at.
And so I fully expect for them to cover this game. Like I said, they don't cover the 9, and then I mean, this team got bigger balls. So I mean, like the Browns is on the verge of having a fire sale. Like there's reports come out this week saying that depending on how many more games they lose, there's going to be a fire sale. Like, I mean, you've already been hearing, Cooper, I mean, Cooper could possibly be traded, and some of their offensive line pieces and just other players. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, like the Eagles should blow doors. Give me, I mean, I think they're gonna blow doors so much. I mean, give me AJ, Smitty, and Saquon all for touchdowns. All like all 3 of them. Browns, I'm not giving you no touchdown looks because I don't trust Deshaun Watson. Maybe Jerome Ford, I guess you could say, but I don't even trust him either. So I would kind of stay away from them. I mean, you might be able to take Cooper's yards maybe, because maybe he's motivated because he feels like he's about to be traded. So maybe he might catch more passes. But I wouldn't. I'd be real careful when you bet on the Browns because of how Deshaun Watson is playing.
So I feel like this is like I see you putting a lot of stock in this one, man. But Cleveland got a lot of talent on that team, man. I know they not playing good, but this is like I feel like this is one of these like gut check type games, dog. Like, I get it, y'all not playing that well for the name on the front. This is one. I feel like this is one of those I'm playing for the name on my back type games. Like at the end of the day, I'm a grown ass man. This is my job. Like I, I just don't take Cleveland lightly, man. That's all I'm saying. I think it. I don't think that's something that I will hold against Philly because, like I said, Cleveland got talent. They just, it's something going on in that locker room. But like I said, I feel like this is one of those games that could use that to their advantage. One of the, we pissed off. We tired of being sick and tired. Now, with that said, they gonna have a healthy dose of AJ Brown tomorrow, so I hope they ready. Saquon had a week off, so them legs are fresh. Cleveland gonna have their hands full, man.
Hey, certified. I would totally 100% respect what you just said. If they had their starting cornerbacks, if they had their starting offensive linemen, if they had their starting linebackers, I would say, yeah, they got all the time in the world. But you got a dude in their secondary who's considered top 3 cornerback, Denzel Ward, possibly not playing in this game. Mm-hmm. You got to go crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now they do got some pieces out on the defense. I know they got like a lineman or 2 on the offensive line, but on the offense, man, they got enough talent to make this a competitive game. And I ain't taking no shots. Your defense ain't that hot either. I think Philly should win this game, but don't come in here thinking that Cleveland won't punch back this week. I'm just saying, I just feel like, out of hearing a lot of talk from the players, it's a lot of frustration, and don't take this shit lightly.
It sounds the same way on both ends, though. Like we sound frustrated too.
No, y'all should win, but don't fuck around with these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, go in there, punch on these niggas, and send them back to Ohio. But anytime touchdown with AJ, I don't know what Jalen's attempts are, but as long as that not more than 25, I like 22. That. I like his attempts. Like he gonna throw that ball up. Him and AJ gonna have a game. Saquon probably gonna hit all his props. So, but on the Cleveland side, I ain't fucking with it.
That's exactly what I just like. The Cleveland side, I can't fuck with that. Like, just to put some more like description into it for the Browns. James Hudson, the OT, he's on IR, he out. The center, he's out. Maurice Hurst, DT, he's questionable. Their linebacker, I think his name is Diabete, or like however you say his name. He's questionable, and Jordan Hicks is questionable. And I just don't know. Like what I seen out of Deshaun Watson in that last game when he walking off the field on 4th down and the coach trying to go for it, like that team to me is in complete dysfunction, complete. So I just don't see it. And maybe if the game was in Cleveland, I might have some more confidence, but it's not. It's in Philly, and they coming off a bye. So
yeah, it's a touchy game. All right, next game on the slate, we got the Cardinals versus the Packers. Packers favored by 5.5, over under 47.5. This is gonna be a interesting game. Interesting game. I don't know. It seems like the Cardinals, they so iffy, man. They so damn iffy. The Packers are going to be playing. This going to be Jordan Love's second game back, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he's gonna be feeling it. I think he's gonna be ready to play. I don't know about the 5.5 again. I'd be scared of the spread in this game because the Cardinals have been playing some decent football. Their defense has been okay. Their offense is trying to find some identity, but they are James Conner led, so obviously that's going to lead the Packers with less opportunities with the ball in their hand. I still think the Packers win. I just don't know if they cover the 5.5. I think it's probably a 3-point game, if anything. So just give me the Packers money line. I don't know about the props, man. Every week I bet on the props for the Cardinals, and they be letting me down. Man. They be letting me down.
I like the Packers in this game, man. Give me the Packers. I'll just take them at the 5.5, man. I mean, Vegas be smart with these lines. I mean, you might want to drop it to 4.5, maybe 4, just in case you get a late, like a backdoor cover by the Cardinals or whatever. I just think the Packers got more talent. Cardinals defense has not been playing like it played last year. Like last year, the Cardinals defense was playing teams tough, and they're not really doing that. But on the reverse side, Kyler is playing at a really high level for him. Because I mean, last week he played really well last week. So I got the Packers. Prop wise, since Jordan Love is back, Jordan Love loves to throw to Reed. That's the one thing you could kind of like. He loved to throw to Reed. And I mean, Tucker Kraft had a good game last week, and Tucker Kraft, I think, is the only healthy tight end right now because Musgrave went on IR. So I mean, you might want to look at, like Kraft as well. Not necessarily for touchdowns, but I think Kraft for like his yards. His yards should be around 40, somewhere around the 40-ish. I think he can hit that. I take Jordan Reed for an anytime touchdown. And I also like the running back for a anytime touchdown on the Packers. The only really thing I could trust on the Cardinal side is that Connor is going to get the ball. So I would take Connor for about 50, 60 yards on a touchdown.
Yeah, Connor going to get them carries. That's the one thing the Ears are going to do. They're going to give him his carries. My problem with that is every time I take them, Mick, I'll be like, oh, let me take somebody for the yards, and they'll never get yards. I'll be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Marvin, like I would love to bet on Marvin, but Marvin from game to game is too inconsistent. Like he'll have one good game and have a bad game, have another good game and a bad game. So it's just like he's just at this point he's really inconsistent.
Very, very much so. Pop.
I don't know because the Cardinals haven't. I'll say the offensive side of the ball has been inconsistent. I think Kyler and Connor have been the two consistent players on the team. The defense for the Cardinals has not been as good as I thought it could be. The Packers, I'll say the last 2 games, they've seemed to be really clicking on the offensive side of the ball. I like Wicks in this game for the Packers. I like his yards. I think he'll have a good game. I do like Kraft as well. I think he's getting worked into the offense a bit more. I think Josh Jacobs also will have a good game. I'm gonna lean towards the Packers because I do believe it's a home game for them, and I like that home field advantage. So I'll take the Packers to win. I'll possibly take the over as well on the points because I think both offenses can score.
I like that. I like what
So
Gina Bobina said too. Jordan Love need to prove he doesn't stink.
yeah, hey man, that's what I was gonna start with, yo. Like, so the Cardinals got a nice front four. Okay. They disrupted our run game last week. They're going to do the same thing to Green Bay. They're going to their number one objective is going to be to stifle the run and put the ball in Jordan Love's hands. I promise you that. And Jordan Love is going to give it up. He's going to give it up. When you force Green Bay to throw the ball, he gives it up. Go watch the film. Go look at the stat. I don't give a fuck what you want to go look at. If you want to look at the stat sheet or the film or all 22, when you force Green Bay to pass, Jordan Love throws interceptions. Um, I, I Green Bay should win this game, but if the Cardinals can disrupt their run attack the way that they did ours, Jordan Love is going to blow this game. So 5.5, they should cover. If we line up the talent on the roster, it's an avalanche on Green Bay's side. But like I said, we've seen what happens to Green Bay when teams force Jordan Love to throw the ball.
True. He's not the greatest quarterback when he has to be the dynamic resolver of issues. He turns into a little bit of a mistake maker. I agree with you on that one. Now I agree with you on that. Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting Sunday though.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games to watch.
Pop on the docket. Buccaneers versus Saints. Buccaneers favored by 3.5. Over under 42.5. What you thinking, Pop?
I think that's a fair line. I think that's a fair over. The Buccaneers. I think this Buccaneers team is going to be playing with a purpose. They're going to be playing hard. It like when you have teams that go through something like a natural disaster or some sort of event, those teams tend to play with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion going into the game, and I think that's what the Buccaneers are going to be able to do. Spencer Rattler is going to be starting in this game. I like that. I don't like my offensive line going against the D line that the Bucks have. I don't. I do believe we might be getting one starter back on offense. I'm not sure. He's questionable, so I'll see if it's going to be confirmed for the game. But I just don't like the state of my offensive line going against this Bucks defense. I do think we'll be able to move the ball, but my concern is the fact that Alvin Kamara seems to be our only consistent running back. We don't really have a running back 2 or 3 on the roster right now. Olave, I think he's going to get his targets in this game. I think it's going to be made a point for him to get targets. So I like that. I also like Shaheed possibly getting a touchdown in this game. But I do think the Bucks can win because I just think that they've been performing better. Even with the losses that they've had, that offense has been performing well. The defense, not so the back half of the defense, not so much for the Buccaneers, but that front seven has been playing pretty good for the Buccaneers, and for that reason, I think the Bucks will win. Now, I would love Rattler to get this upset win. I would love it, because one, I think we're back in the game for the division, and it's not as it's not as close as people think, considering like the Buccaneers and the Falcons. So, I like the Bucks, but listen, if the Saints pull this off, I'll be happy. Specifically for Rattler.
That might be job finalized at that point.
Yeah.
You come in and get an upset win, they gonna be like, all right, we're gonna give you a second to heal.
Yeah.
Let's see what Spence got.
For me, I feel like both teams have a little advantage. Like the Todd Bowles versus a rookie quarterback is always a good thing. But then also it's like all of the film that Tampa Bay has on New Orleans, they got to scrap that shit because it's not Derek Carr, it's Spencer Rattler. So New Orleans does have a slight element of surprise. Tampa Bay don't know what the fuck they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So that can work into their advantage, but I'd rather hang my hat on Todd Bowles going up against a rookie quarterback than an element of surprise. I know both teams are still everybody banged up right now, and this is a division game. I see them relying on Kamara a lot. I will actually take his passing attempts over his carries. Anytime touchdown for him for sure. I see them feeding him. I think they're probably going to put an emphasis on stopping the run. That's why I said I like his catches more than his carries. And I don't know, man. It's in that dome. Baker might give him one. Baker might give him one. So, but as far as props, man, I think Tampa Bay should cover. Okay. I would prefer it to be 3 and not 3.5, but they should cover. But Alvin Kamara's anytime touchdown and whatever his receptions are, I'll take those two.
When I look at games, if you got a rookie QB coming in, like kind of like my own team, it's hard. It's really hard for me to go with the rookie. And it's not no kind of bias or nothing like that. It's just like you're getting thrust into a situation where you've never played. I mean, I get it. Like they played NFL. I mean, football at the college level. He played for an extended period of time. But now you got to go up against a Todd Bowles defense, who the secondary looked like trash the last time they played against the Falcons. So I mean, you kind of know that Todd Bowles, and I think that Winfield's coming back. So I think Winfield is going to really make that secondary play a lot better. It's for me, it's just hard to go with the rookie. Like, and I, like Spencer coming out in the draft, I like them a lot as a day 2 or day 3 pick. But it's just going to be tough. And I mean, the way Baker's playing Baker's playing at a pretty high level right now. I just think it's going to be tough. I probably go with Bucks money line though. I think it's going to be close because the Saints do have a good defense. And so like they're going to get after Baker a little bit, and it's just kind of how he adjusts to that. Props that I like in the game. You should stay away from Evans, because Evans, when he tends to play against the Saints, he don't have the best games at all. Like he might catch 1 or 2 passes, like, to be honest. So I'd stay away from Evans like completely. You might want to get on like Godwin or maybe the tight end. I just remember right now. So you might want to get on him. Like a sneaky look is Bucky Irvin for a touchdown, because Bucky Irvin is starting to get a lot more carries in this offense, so he might be a sneaky look.
I believe they named him running back 1.
Oh damn! Game. Yeah, so boom. There you go. He RB1. So I do like him to get into the end zone. On the Saints side, I love Chris Olave because you kind of seen it with the Jets last week and Garrett Wilson. Like A-Rod made a point to talk about Garrett Wilson the whole week, and then like I think Garrett got like 15 targets or something like that. I look for it to kind of be the same because you got a rookie kid that's coming to play his first game and he knows who his wide receiver 1 is. So I would definitely take Chris Olave. I think his yards are probably around 60 or something like that. I'll take him there, take him for a touchdown. And I do like Kamara in this game. I mean, even though the front for the Bucks are good, I do like Kamara in the passing game as well.
So the next game on the docket is Colts versus Titans. Titans favored by 2.5, over under 42.5.
Is AR confirmed starting for this game?
I'm not sure.
I thought they said he's going to play. I thought that's what they said. I'm not 100% sure.
That makes a big difference, though.
Yeah, listen, if he is, I'm gonna take the under. I think the Colts can score points. It's just the intermediary game for AR is just not there right now, and I believe Jonathan Taylor is still out this game, so I don't like their running back situation. I think they did play well, but this Titans defense, you can't really run like that against them. Now the Titans, I don't are they gonna start Levis again, or are they gonna let who's that over there, Rudolph?
Mason.
I think Levis is playing because Levis is not on the injury report. I think they're at least gonna start with Levis.
Yeah, I'm for real taking the under in this game.
If Will Levis playing, I'm with Pop.
I like Pollard props. I like Pollard props in this because they're gonna give him the ball. He gonna at least get 18 to 20 touches in the game. So I like that. The winner of this game, whoever doesn't turn off the ball over too much, I don't know who's gonna win. Both these teams, to me, offensively are dysfunctional. So I don't really know who can come out. I think the Titans might have the slightly better defense in this, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely taking the under on the points if AR or Levis is starting. Yeah.
I mean, just to give you an injury update. I mean, not A-Rod. Richardson is questionable. Jonathan Taylor's out, so like Trey Sermon getting the start.
Ooh, gee.
Well, since I said it, let me go real quick. It's a tough game to call, man. Like, I think if Flacco wins, I'm going to favor the Colts money line. But if Flacco don't play, I think I favor the Titans money line. So that kind of give you an idea of where I'm going with it. So, I mean, it's a division game. It's a tough game to call. I mean, the Titans kind of need this game because the Titans only got one win. I think the Colts have two, I believe. Is it 2 or 3? Yeah, I think it's 2. Yeah, so they're 2 and 3. The Titans are 1 and 4. The Titans lose another game. I mean, that's pretty much it for their playoff hopes. I mean, I don't know too many Titan fans that had playoff hopes at the beginning of the season. I mean, anyways. But yeah, so like they got to kind of show up. The Colts defense is not really good at all. So I would expect the Titans running backs, whether it was Pollard and Spears, to have pretty good days. I think Calvin Ridley will have a bounce back game as well. So that's where I'm kind of leaning. I mean, like anytime touchdowns in this game, I probably go Trey Sermon on the Colts because I believe Pittman is questionable. And
I think he's out for this game.
Is that okay?
I saw something where he said he was going to play through the back pain.
Oh, well, yeah.
Maybe he's a game time decision.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if he meant this week, but he was saying basically it is what it like the back issue that he has. It is what it is. It's not a matter of like rest or whatever, and he's going to play through it. I don't like that, but it's his body. They kind of banged up right now.
Yeah. So I mean, also Josh Downs is questionable as well. So I think on the Titans side, I'm looking for a touchdown from Spears, either Spears or Ridley. Like that's just what I'm looking at.
Bro, what is that noise?
I don't know.
What noise you talking about?
It's like a ding.
Like boom.
Yeah.
It might have been my phone. AFC South is terrible.
Yeah, they are. They're back to what they're back to what we expect from them. I don't know what to say about this game, dog. Like I don't even like this might be the worst game of the season so far. Like what prop are we taking here?
I'm taking the unders on the points scored. I am.
See, that's the thing, man. It's like whenever two teams that don't typically score a lot has a nice over under, they always go over. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like I see this game, I see these two teams, and I'm thinking awful offense. But watch both of these motherfuckers score like 25 points plus.
I mean, the one thing is the Colts defense is terrible. I mean, it's bad. They don't stop the run. They don't stop the pass. So the Titans have an opportunity to score points. Now on the reverse side, the Titans defense is a pretty good defense. So that's why I said if Flacco plays, then I think you got to view the game differently. But if AR plays, I just don't know if he's going to be able to make those short to like intermediate throws that's going to need to be made against that defense.
Yeah, what's it called? Anthony Richardson scared me because he don't really be like, I don't know. He had like that one good game, and then since then it just seems like it's been like downhill. Then he got hurt. It's just been weird. But then Will Levis will give you a I'm falling to the ground turnover.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to call this game, but I'm probably shit. I gotta pick a team. I guess Joe Flacco will be better than Will Levis. I mean, I don't really know. This shit bad. This shit bad. Jesus Christ. And the next game ain't even much better. God damn. All right. Well, we got Chargers -3 versus Broncos over under 30, 35 and a half. I want to take the under. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I low key want to take the under on this game. It's just,
man, the Broncos defense, they playing like their hair on fire right now. Now I think I like the under on this one, because I know Denver. They play defense, ball control. I mean, control the clock. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to keep this shit within the field goal, and see if we can pull it out. Pause, because freaky ass niggas in the fourth quarter. The Chargers, man, like it's Herbert just don't have no help, man. The run game has been consistent, but it's the Chargers, man. I don't know. I'm not sure what are they doing.
and I thought they had something
That
going on with the run game at one point. I thought the run game
with
was
that
going to be.
said, I don't like any of the props. I will take this under though.
I'm
I
going
know
for the upset.
35 is scary, but I trust it.
Yeah, I'm going for the upset in this game, man. I think Vegas is underappreciating the Broncos. The Broncos
Me too,
are actually defensively, they play really well. I mean, defensively, I think they're like a top 3 defense in the league or top 5 or something like that. So that's why I'm gonna roll with them. They at home. Denver's. I know the Chargers in that division, but Denver's a hard place to play, man. I mean, you combine like the attitude with that defense, it could be tough sledding. And if the Broncos could shut down that Chargers run, I mean, the Chargers don't have a lot in the passing game. I know they got Justin Herbert, but I mean, like with like Joe Alt. I don't know if Joe Alt's playing because he was coming out. He was injured the last game, and then they had to bye. So not sure if he playing. I think Slater out for the year with the torn pec thing, so he's not going to be there. So I mean, like the tackles might be a little weak for the Chargers. And I just think if Bo Nix could give you a little bit of something, I think they could beat the Chargers, and that's why I'm going Broncos money line. It's kind of what we said in the last game. The over like sometimes when you get these teams where you think they ain't going to score no points, for some reason it tend to be a shootout sometimes. So I'm gonna stay clear of the over under in this game. I'm not gonna pick that. Player props anytime touchdowns. Give me Cortland Sutton for a touchdown and give me J.K. Dobbins for a touchdown.
Okay. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins to me was hitting on all cylinders at one point, and then it seemed like I don't know they went through a little maybe a small identity crisis. They took the ball out of his hand a little bit.
Well, I think it's that, and I think teams are just gearing up to stop their run too.
Yeah. Go ahead, Pop.
I don't know because the Broncos have been playing pretty well, but
bro, the way she just breathed, bro, was like, "Oh my god, another bag."
like I expect the Chargers to potentially win just because I think they have the better quarterback situation, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think the offense the Broncos have been running is playing to the strengths of Bo Nix. He's not really having to throw a lot. But I think this is a game he may have to, because I think the Chargers will try to stack the box to stop Javante and maybe Bo Nix trying to escape and force Bo Nix to throw. Their wide receivers aren't particularly good. I saw a lot of drop touchdowns that Bo Nix threw in the game last week, and they were touching hands, and you're not catching them. So I think that's an issue. I don't know. It could go either way. I think I'll just roll with the Chargers minus the 3, but this could easily be another game the Broncos get the upset win in. It's just really hard to call because I don't think both these teams are necessarily that good right now.
All right.
I mean, could you imagine if the Broncos did win this game? I think they'd be 4-2. Yeah,
Yeah.
they would be. They'd be 4-2 if they win this game. No one had
I wouldn't be shocked though. I wouldn't be shocked.
Man, I mean, the way they was talking about them in the preseason,
that
man,
would be
I mean, but
we
didn't expect this defense to come out looking like this either.
Yeah, but I thought their defense was going to be good. They're not top 5 good, but I thought it was going to be a pretty good defense.
Yeah. I thought their secondary was going to be good. I didn't know about their D line. And I think that's the position group for the Broncos defense that has honestly shocked me. Is that defensive line? They're playing better than I thought they would.
It kind of shocked me too. I ain't gonna lie.
And I think I only had them at 5 or 6 wins. So hell yeah, it's shocking me.
All right, so we got Steelers minus 3 versus Raiders over under 36.5. This is gonna be another drag.
Another fucking stinker, dog. I mean, Pittsburgh offense already looks like butt cheeks, and Justin Fields ain't even playing. So
actually, he is playing because they got.
He is? Okay.
Comment came out yesterday saying Fields is gonna be the number 1 and Russ is gonna be the number 2 for now. But the problem is with Russ being healthy, if Justin struggles a little bit, they're gonna bring Russ in the game.
Listen, the Raiders ain't trying to win. They're not. That the team is injured. I think they lost Wilkins for the year. I don't know what changing from Minshew to AOC is going to do for your offense. Your best offensive weapon is not with the team. He's trying to find a new home in the league. Your running backs aren't that good. Your offensive line is not playing that well as a unit. Your defense is not playing that well either. Steelers have the better defense going into this game. I think they put up a great I think that was a great game last week against the Cowboys. The Cowboys being able to pull off that win was pretty amazing, especially at the end. That pass to, I believe, Tolbert, that touchdown pass to kind of seal the game. But yeah, Justin Fields has to play better. George Pickens has to play better. I don't think Najee Harris particularly played well, but I don't know if that's due to play calling or just his abilities as a running back. I'm not sure. But this offense has to play better because the defense is doing what they're supposed to do. TJ Watt's being TJ Watt. The back out for that defense is playing pretty well. So the offense has to kind of step their game up. And I think if Justin Fields doesn't play well, Russ is going to get put in the game.
Yeah, he on a short leash for sure.
Yeah, but I do like the Steelers in this game.
I mean, my issue with the Steelers is, man, I put my trust in them last week against the Cowboys, and they failed me. Put my trust in them, picked them, and the dudes lost. Najee Harris, like, he just, to me, he's not good. Like, he just, I mean, he runs smaller than what his size is. I think he peaked at Alabama, to be honest. I don't think he's really gotten any better. I mean, he hasn't improved his game at all. I mean, he is what he is, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna try one more week, man, because I just don't know. Steelers defense, I anticipate them playing better, playing against a much weaker offensive team than the Raiders. I mean, Aiden, I'm not confident in, like I know he's starting this week, but I don't have confidence in either one of the quarterbacks playing. And we already know Devontae Adams wants out, so he's not playing either. So I don't see how they really can score a bunch of points in this game. So I'll take the Steelers minus the 3, and I'm also going to take the under because like I said, I don't see how the Raiders score a lot of points in this game. Steelers, I think they're going to make a concerted effort to get Pickens the ball more. So give me Pickens for anytime touchdown. And then I'm gonna trust in Najee one more time. I mean, if Najee don't score a touchdown in this game, against that defense, then I don't know what to tell you. So,
I'm gonna just start off with Najee, dog. I think that ship is sailed. I think we need to leave that alone. He's just a guy, and that's okay. They kind of they run. He doesn't have the speed to be a difference maker in the NFL. He doesn't, and it's not like he breaks a lot of the tackles or he's hard to bring down. He's just a guy. The Steelers offense is inadequate as far as I'm concerned. It's still a JV offense, like it was last year. The defense is pretty good. Wilkins is out, right?
Yeah, for the year.
Okay. Yeah. The Raiders are in turmoil right now. Tay trying to force his way out. I don't think he will be able to. Wilkins is down. The Raiders just don't have the talent to compete, man. They don't. I'm shocked that this line is just 3. Maybe Vegas knows something that I don't, but the 3 bothers me. I like Najee's attempts. That definitely going to try to force feed him the ball since Wilkins is out, and that's pretty much it, man. That's it. I don't like. I don't want his yards or his touchdowns, but I know he's going to get some attempts. He'll probably only average like 3 yards a carry, but he gonna get his attempts.
All right. We got Lions versus Cowboys. Lions favored by 3.5, over under 52.5. Hey man, I think the Lions seeking some revenge from the last time they was at AT&T Stadium and went for it 17 times on 4th down. I think they're looking to revenge themselves. It's gonna be a good game, man. I think that's kind of why the spread is 3.5. I think CeeDee Lamb is obviously one of those guys you got to put on your parlay for a touchdown, probably, and his yards. Give me the Lions with the win though, and give me Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, this week. I think he gonna open it up and do a little something. So give me him, and give me both of the running backs, whatever they split is. Both of the running backs for Detroit. Give me everything. Give me them boys can't stop a nosebleed when it comes to on the ground. Give me everything.
Man said, when it comes to the running backs, give me everything. That's crazy.
Everything. Give me everything. If they got 130 combined, 140 combined, give it. I don't believe right now the Cowboys can stop the run well enough to slow them down.
Looking at the Cowboys game, the Cowboys did something I didn't expect them to go into Pittsburgh against that defense and win. Congrats to them. They did something I didn't think they could do. But I think this is like a revenge game, man. Because you look at the game last year, like it was towards the end of the season, where the Lions took gambles on 4th down, took gambles on going for 2, and it didn't work out for them. And I think they're going back to Dallas. And the Detroit Cowboys is, like in the infamous words of people on Twitter, they are leaving with something. They about to leave with something. So I'm picking the Lions. I'm picking the Lions minus 3.5. I just think against this Lions defense, man. And you got to be able to stress them in 2 ways. You got to be able to run the ball and you got to be able to throw it. Cowboys can do one of the two. I don't believe that they can run against that defense. The Lions' run defense is pretty stout. It was pretty good last year. They added DJ Reader from the Bengals, and they've just gotten better. So yeah, prop wise, I mean, even though I got to play against CD in fantasy, man, CD probably gonna score a touchdown, man. I mean, CD. Like, I mean, if I'm the Lions, and I'm not saying it because I'm playing against him in fantasy, but if I'm the DC, like I'm making you throw the ball somewhere else. Someone else got to beat me, like passing the ball. But I mean, all that to be said, I do expect CD to score a touchdown. Probably get like maybe like 6 for 70, something like that. I believe in a touchdown. Line side, Jamo been playing out his mind, so I mean, give me Jamo for his yards. I think this might be a Sam Laporta game because the Cowboys linebackers aren't the greatest. So I think Sam has a kind of resurgence because he really has not had a good season thus far. I mean, like, give me Sam for a touchdown. And then I think Gibbs gets in the end zone too. I think one of the two backs gonna get in the end zone. I'm gonna go with Gibbs.
I think they both get a touchy today, boy. And they both get a touchy today, boy. Or tomorrow, my bad. Tomorrow.
So for me, y'all might not like what I'm about to say. I still don't trust Detroit. They haven't answered any of the questions that I had about them last year. They still don't play the same on the road. They added Reader. Their run defense is better, but overall the defense is not better. Um, I don't trust Jared Goff. It's the same thing that I say about Jordan Love. If you can affect the run and force them to pass, Jared Goff gonna get that bitch up without a doubt. Now he might not have 3 picks like Jordan Love did 2 weeks ago, but he at least give you one. I don't think that Detroit plays like big boy football, man. I just feel like they just out talent motherfuckers at home. But when it's time to like go on the road and like punch somebody in the mouth, I don't see it. But they should beat Dallas. They're lapping them in talent. Like it's not even close right now. Dallas is banged up, and they really didn't have a lot of talent anyway. It's they got a few pieces mixed in with a bunch of guys. Um, but Detroit should win this game, but it's like I don't like the way Detroit plays on the road. So I'm like the total and the over under. I'm gonna stay away from that. Demo is gonna get his carries. St. Brown is going to get his catches. Um, Dak is definitely going to hit his attempts, and CD Lamb is probably going to get receptions and yards. So those are the four that I like.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with them, Phil. Nothing wrong with them, Phil. Pop, you in already?
Nah. I just want to say this: South Carolina just got a safety.
Yeah, I
Alabama,
seen that.
and they just got the ball back. This turned into a better game than I thought. But Lions Cowboys. Listen, I expect that offensive line and them running back to the Lions to dominate in this game. Um, the Cowboys have played lesser run games in the Giants and the Steelers, so that I think that makes it seem like their run defense is better. I don't believe it. You're going against Devin Singletary and Najee Harris, who I don't think are the better of the starting caliber running backs in the league currently. And I think Gibbs and Montgomery are two dynamic running backs that the Lions have, and I think they're going to get a healthy dose of them this game. I also think Laporta is going to show up. I think the Cowboys are going to limit the production St. Brown has. So I think Laporta is going to get a game. I think Jamo's going to get a game, especially with the way they're using him coming out the backfield on in jet sweeps and end arounds and stuff like that. So I like those plays. I just need to see consistency from the play calling from the Lions because they tend to go away from what works and do something different, and that doesn't look well for them. So they stick to the formula, which I think is great, which is having a balanced team through running the ball and getting St. Brown his targets, getting Laporta work into the pass game. I think the Lions can win. For the Cowboys, it's Dak and CD. for me on the offense, and occasionally Ferguson showing up. I think Tolbert had a better game last week, and hopefully he can have consistency with that. I think the run game was better for the Cowboys, and that group has to step up in this game because if the Lions make you one dimensional on defense, it's going to be a long day for you. Um, so until I see those issues offensively for the Cowboys get fixed, I like the Lions.
Make win. I win. All right. Next game on the list, we got Falcons -6 versus favorite by 6 versus the Panthers over under 46.5. Jesus Christ.
Should be much to talk about in this game, man. I'll be giving the Falcons minus, man, bump to 6, man. Give me them by a touchdown. Panthers, they are what they are. The Falcons coming off a big win. I think Kirk is about to have a day against that defense, man. I don't see how not. I think this is the game where Bijan might actually, might have a real impact on the game. So I'm gonna go with Bijan anytime touchdown. Receiving wise, it's tough, man, because they got 3 options, man. I mean, you got Pitts, you got Mooney, and then you got what's the boy's name? Drake London. So you got those 3 options to pick from anytime touchdown. I'm gonna go with Pitts. I mean, it's kind of a surprising choice, but I'll ride with Pitts for the touchdown. I mean, possibly more than one receiver get a touchdown in this game, possibly. So I mean, you never know. Panthers, I'll just stay away. I mean, maybe Chuba can get 50 yards, maybe, but I mean, I would stay away from them.
Listen, I think the all the pass catchers on the Falcons side of the ball will hit their overs. That Panthers defense has not only got hit with injuries, they just lack the depth behind those talented players that aren't there. You do still have Horn there, but Horn can't carry the back end of that defense by himself. I think this is a game we're going to get a healthy dose of Bijan. I think Bijan has been held in check for the most part the last couple of games, but I think this is going to be a get back game for him just to get worked into the offense a bit more. I'm staying away from any props for the Panthers, to be honest. I just it's just dysfunctional. I thought you'll get a better game against the Bears last week, and that wasn't the case. So yeah, I think the Falcons should dominate, and I think they'll cover the spread as well. So I like the Falcons.
Certified?
Let me see. What with Falcons, Panthers?
Mm-hmm.
I think Carolina runs out of gas this week. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like typically when a team does like a QB change or coach change, the team has a little juice. You understand? They was playing with a little juice the last 2 weeks. I just don't think they have enough talent to keep that up. Atlanta should mop these dudes, man. Like 6 is but it is a division game. But I trust Atlanta. I think I'll take Bijan's receiving yards. Um boy, that's about it. That's the only thing that I'm comfortable with. Because I don't know if they're gonna rush him, but I know they're Curta dumped the ball off a few times. Um Bijan might have 15 rush attempts. He might have 8. I don't know.
Jeez. All right. Sunday night football. We have Bengals -3.5 versus the Giants. Over under is 47.5.
I'm about to go through a rough area, so I'm gonna go first. Uh, The Bengals can lose this game. Okay, the Giants have the talent up front on their front four to send for and drop seven and disrupt everything that they're doing. Um, the Bengals, Bengals look bad, man. Joe Burrows, he's pretty much keeping them afloat by himself. But I don't know about this one. I don't like any of the props on the Giants side, to be honest with you, other than I probably say maybe Daniel Jones rushing yards and his rushing attempts. Uh, Joe Burrow's definitely going to get his passing attempts. Now, the amount of yards he's going to get, I don't know. But those are the two that I like. But I don't know, man. The Giants, bro. Like, I mean, they got the personnel to disrupt what Cincinnati like to do. So I don't know, man.
I mean, I feel like we gotta stop this. If they don't do it now, they'll like the Bengals is they 1-4, bro. This is who they are. Is who they are. The defense is dog shit. I mean, I can't I can't like justify it. Oh, because they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T Higgins and you know like the whole crew on offense. It's like their defense is not good. It's just not. Um, I think they get a kind of a lift by neighbors not playing. But let's just not act like neighbors are the only wide receiver that the Giants have. Giants have other wide receivers. The wide receivers aren't really that bad. It just depends on the quarterback play. So for me, and I'm like certified said, I like the Giants front four. If the Bengals can't block that front four, it's going to be a long day for them. And I think for the most part they can, but the Bengals really they got to show me that they want to run the ball. Like it's like they want to be this high flying offense. And when your defense is not good like it is for them, you have got to run the football. Run the football to keep your defense off the field because you know they're not good. So I'm still gonna take the Bengals money line, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like I'm gonna just stop acting like it's do or die. They gotta win this because the team not playing well. The offense is, but the defense isn't. Offense ain't the only side of the ball. Prop wise, I do like Jamar Chase have another big game. Like I think he's gonna go for about 70 and a TD. Who else? The Giants. If Devin Singletary's out, I love Tim. I think his name is Tim Tracy. I like them in the drafting process. Like so. I mean, he had 100 yards last week. I think he'd do the same against the Bengals if he gets the carries to be able to do that. Let's see who else can get in the end zone. For the Giants, I'll probably take. What's that dude's name? The wide receiver for the Giants.
Wandale.
Yeah. Wandale. If Wandale can hold on to the ball, I'm gonna take him for a touchdown.
They just got a field goal going in the half. It's 12-14.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Milrow threw an
pick.
interception. Yeah, Milrow threw the interception. Number 2 on South Carolina's defense was able to run it back within the 15-yard line, and they had like 1 second left on the clock and got the field goal. So it's 12-14, and South Carolina gets the ball after halftime.
So I want to say
for South Carolina came to play, bro.
I was saying it earlier.
I wanted to say something else real quick. I feel like the Bengals have been living off of, false bravado. Like they're living off a name that they had 2 years ago. They're not the same team at all on either side of the ball. They're not the same offense. They're not the same defense, and I feel like they're struggling to stay above water. I think the window it's closed. It don't have no nails in it, but it's closed. Um, they can lose this game, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost this game.
I'll say this: the Giants' defense has been playing how I thought they could to start the season. They didn't necessarily perform that way in their first few games, but they have in their last 3, especially that upset win that they had in Seattle. I think that bodes well for this team. I think this team is going to come to play. Listen, I agree with J Mick. The Bengals are what their record is. Like Joe Burrow can't carry this team. The lack of talent they have on the defensive side of the ball is showing. They're just not performing well. And if the Bengals lose this game, I necessarily wouldn't be surprised. I think they're offensively more talented, but I think the Giants have the better defense, and I'm kind of edging with the Giants in this. I think the Giants are going to get the upset win, and I don't even really think it's that much of an upset. I think the Bengals name is just a better name going into this game, but I don't think they're the better team. I honestly think Zach Taylor is not a good coach. I never thought he was. I think that Super Bowl run that they had saved his job, and he's kind of proving to me that that was the case. I didn't like him then. I don't like him now. So, yeah, I like the Giants actually to win.
I mean, I'm kind of with y'all. Like, well, J Mick said it best. The Bengals are what you've seen. I mean, can they be better in certain places? Yes, but is that going to turn around overnight? I don't think so. I just don't see them being the team we expected them to be at the beginning of the year Sunday. Like, I just don't see it. I mean, is it all actuality? Just seems like that's the team they are, man, and it's showing up week in and week out. Like they've had one game they won. Like the rest of them, I mean, just.
And what team did they win against?
They won against the Panthers. I mean, you're supposed to beat the Panthers.
And they almost didn't even win that game.
Yeah, it was a fluky call at the end. It was just like,
Yeah, so I mean, like sometimes, and you could put frosting on some like on some like whatever. Like you could put frosting on some shit, but it's still some shit. Like, and until their defense could play, and I'm not saying that they can't turn it around, but I'm not worried about their offense. It's their defense. They can't stop anybody. And at some point in this league, you got to be able to stop somebody. And they haven't figured that out yet. So until they figure that out, I gotta. And I mean, I'm saying that, and I was picking them to win a division. I don't know why, but for some reason I did. So
you did. You picked them.
I picked them, and I'm suffering the consequences for that right now.
But yeah, man, that's tough one. Tough rule. All right. Monday Night Football. We got the Bills versus the Jets. Bills favored by 2.5. Over under is 40.5.
Man, I gotta stay committed, man, because I said the Bills are gonna win the division. So I gotta be stubborn right now, man. Both these teams playing like some shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Both the Jets looking like some shit. Friday coach midweek. Didn't agree with the move. And not because I hate the Jets, I just didn't agree with it. The defense is top two defense in the league. And you fire the coach who's responsible for the defense, but you don't fire Nathaniel Hackett, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. No sense at all. But I mean, we're gonna move on from that. Yeah. So I mean, like Josh Allen had a horrible game last week. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He played bad. He got to come back with a better effort. Like the way the Jets offense is going, I know Sean McDermott's gonna have that defense ready to play. So it's all up to A-Rod. It's just whether A-Rod can come and play like he did against the Patriots. It's crazy to think that he played against us like it was a goddamn Super Bowl. But every other game he played like dog shit, which is crazy. It's freaking crazy to me. Like, it don't even make no freaking sense. But I'm gonna move on from that. I mean, give me the Bills minus 2.5. I think I seen a report saying that the running back for the Bills he's gonna practice today, so he's gonna try to push the play. So you got to kind of see how that goes. Prop wise. I think it's going to be a good game for the Jets running backs, and I mean, both of them. So I mean, I'm not going to say they both go for a touchdown, but I think Brees has a bounce back game. I think Brees goes for a touchdown. I think Garrett goes for about 5 for 50. Touchdown wise, I'm just not really sure. Touchdown wise, I mean, like I said, Brees probably going to score a touchdown for the Jets. The Bills, I'm gonna go I'm going to go with Kincaid. I think Kincaid will bounce back and have a better game. I want to go Keon, but I'm just not sure. I mean, Keon scored last week on a kind of fluky play, so I'm just not sure on Keon.
For me, man, I don't want to watch this game. Both of these teams have been extremely underwhelming this season so far. Yes, I do know that the Bills started what 2-0, 3-0, or whatever, but I wasn't impressed by anything that I saw. Now what I do like for the Bills is that they have shown the capability of sticking with the run and being successful doing it, and the Jets have a piss poor ass run defense. Why I have no idea. But they are awful versus the run. Josh Allen, Josh Allen should hit his numbers, man. The pass rush isn't there. The only thing that's really been saving the Jets, or well, not even saving them, but the only unit that they have that I feel like that's been performing is the secondary. They aren't pressuring the quarterback. They aren't stopping the run. The offense is up and down, and they just had some really big shakeups as far as coaching and signal play calling and everything. The Bills should win this game, but I wouldn't put no money on it. And only I like I don't necessarily like James Cook's attempts, but I'll take his yards. I like Josh Allen attempts, of course, rushing and passing, and definitely his rushing yards. That's what I like.
Pop.
The Bills should win this game. Um, I don't know if they will though. Josh Allen didn't play particularly well against the Texans. I think he was like 9 for 30 in that game. They're also not getting consistency out of that wide receiver core. I think you got to get Kincaid worked into this offense. I if Cook doesn't go, I do like Ty Chandler specifically in the pass game. I think he's a really decent pass catching running back coming out the backfield, and I don't think the Jets are particularly good in covering running backs like that. But the Jets, you fire Saleh, keep Nathaniel Hackett, then demote Nathaniel Hackett and elevate Todd Downing as your OC. I don't know if that's a recipe that's gonna work. You are having an underperforming offense. You have two dynamic running backs in Brees Hall and Braylon Allen, and your offensive line can't create run lanes. Your leading wide receiver is Alan Lazard, and your wide receiver one is Garrett Wilson, who had 22 targets for 13 receptions and 102 yards. And I heard people crying for him to get more targets. I don't understand how you get that many targets, that many catches, and you have that little production. So I don't know. There's dysfunction on the offensive side of the ball. Listen, I think the Bills should win, but this is going to be I'm going to take the under on the points. I just don't trust either offense or defense, honestly. And this is not a game I'm going to be looking forward to watch either.
Damn. Yeah, this game here is gonna be iffy. Cause I expected the Jets to come in and play top tier, top five defense, look very crispy on that side of the ball, and then you fire Robert Saleh. So now you got a new dynamic in the coaching room on that defensive side of the ball, which was necessarily already kind of struggling to accomplish being a good defense. You bring somebody else in to figure it out. I don't know how it plays out. So I'm kind of like with y'all. I don't really know which team to take. I would assume the Bills are playing the better football out of the two, but they're not playing great football anymore either. Like They seem like a shell of what they started out to be. And I thought it would get better as the season goes along. The Jets, it's Garrett Wilson in the pass game or a bust. And then in the run game, it don't seem like they know which running back they want to use. It seems like it should be Braylon Allen at this point, how Brees is playing. Braylon Allen has looked better. I don't know, man. I think the I don't even know if going to being at home is going to be a factor for the Jets to win this game. I'm gonna just take the Bills money line. That's we got the Thursday night game. Damn it.
I'm about to say who's playing on the next Thursday night? That's the question.
Oh man, it's Broncos Saints.
I was gonna say Broncos Saints.
Yeah, Broncos.
Actually, that's an interesting matchup though, man. Because Sean, Sean is going back to the boot. That's interesting right there.
Yeah,
and a lot of Saints fans do not like Champagne right now.
Drew Brees is getting entered into our Ring of Honor.
See, them kind of games be scaring me, man. Like games where you having a guy that's going into the Ring of Honor for a team. Sometimes the team don't win them games. Sometimes.
But here's the thing, man. It's gonna be hard for Sean Payton to prepare Bo Nix to go into that environment, dog. That motherfucking they gonna be struggling to keep that fucking roof on that stadium, man.
Yeah,
okay, you don't just roll up into New Orleans and win a game. Now, with that said, if Rattler is the quarterback Thursday, they have a little film on them. Denver's defense does travel, but like I said, man, I don't. You still got to score points. You know what I'm saying? You still got to score points, and I don't trust their ability to go into that environment on Drew Brees' Ring of Honor induction day. A rookie, that's a tall task, man.
Yeah, I will say for the Saints, we potentially are going to get some of the outs we're going to have in this game. We're potentially going to get them back. So, I think Taysom potentially plays in that one. Pete Warner, who's a starting linebacker for us, I think if we give him another couple of days, I think he might be back. So there's some key injuries I'm looking at for that game. I think that'll help us in it. And I do think the emotion will have the team rocking, but it's two rookie quarterbacks, to be honest. It's two rookie quarterbacks going into a high-pressure game. And I think both defenses have been playing pretty well. I'll say this. I'm going to take the Saints. I think they're the better team offensively. I think they have better offensive pieces. And I like the defense a lot more. I do like the secondary, though, for the Broncos. So I think they can be the difference maker in being able to lock down Olave or slow down Shaheed and force Rattler to go to our other playmakers we have on offense. So, but I do think the Saints will edge it out. I'm not sure about the under because I think both teams could potentially get 20 points. So I might go over. But yeah, I'll just probably take Saints money line straight up myself.
Okay. Saints money line.
Yeah, I think we'll go with the Saints minus the 2.5. Kind of what Certified said, man. It's tough to go in there and play. Nevertheless, on a short week too. Yeah, like I'm gonna take the Saints. I'll probably roll with like Chris Olave again because I think the rookie is gonna try to get Chris Olave the ball. Kamara's gonna have a tough time going against that Broncos front, I think. So you might want to look at Shaheed and Heat and Chris Olave in the passing game, and maybe Kamara in the passing game as well. I just think it's gonna be tough letting run the ball, but I do like the Saints in the game.
I'm with y'all. I like the Saints. I think it's as y'all said, it's hard to go in there and get a win. You don't just go in there and just pull off one. And they're gonna be a little bit more motivated. I know those ain't the same guys that played under played under Peyton, but you know what it means to a guy like Drew Brees to come in. He's getting inducted. He's getting his ring of honor moment. You want to play. You want to play for him. So I think they're gonna come out on all cylinders in that stadium, man. It's gonna be tough sledding for Bo Nix and Sean Payton in that against that team. And I think the Saints will be coming off of a good week of who y'all play this week.
Bucks.
I think they'll be coming off of a pretty good game because I think this game is going to be competitive. Like I said earlier, give me the Saints. Sir?
I think he went first.
Well, he went first? No, he went first he went first on this one?
Yeah, I think he said something like it's
oh yeah, it's tough to win.
Tough to win. Yeah, it's tough to win there, yeah.
All right, man. That's the slate for this Saturday, man. We appreciate all y'all for coming out with us, man. If you're on X, I know I haven't said it yet, my normal line, but if you're on X, man, come over to the YouTube. The link is on the post, the CheckDown post to be posted by J Mick. Man, y'all follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, ding the notification bell so you don't miss anything moving forward. Anything y'all got for the good people before we get out?
Man, just sit back and relax today, man. That's a good day of college football. Come at 3:30. You got from 3:30 to about 2 in the morning, man. There's a lot of good games on today. So enjoy that in NFL. It's all day thing tomorrow too, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice tomorrow, man. I like the bye week. I hate the bye week at the same time. So I'm back to play football. I'm gonna enjoy my football Sundays. Hopefully my team don't be disgusting. They shouldn't be though.
No, just keep tapping in with us every Saturday. Love the conversation, love interacting with the people. Tell a friend. We might have a space going this week. I don't know if we're gonna do one today, but yeah, no, a lot of great college football on today. A lot of great matchups. I'm looking forward to seeing the results.
Sir, if you're still there, I know you're driving. Man, the certified ain't got nothing, man. Yeah, man. Hey, until next time, y'all know what it is. Peace.